Hey guys, it's Gary Dean. I'm about to start on this 2014 Maserati Ghibli. It's dirty right now. I usually start my videos after I've done the decon process, or the wash and decon, so wash and clay bar. I just want to give you a quick walk around because the rest of the video will be done inside my shop. It's pretty dirty. We've had some rain here recently. You can see in the sun that definitely has some swirl marks. The main concern was swirls, not necessarily the nitty gritty. It was brought in for just a one-step swirl mark removal process, and then I'm gonna put on my Infinite Diamond Shield, which is a silica-based nano glass coating. With the proper maintenance, you can get 2 years of durability out of that stuff. It increases the surface tension to the point where contaminants won't bond like they would if you don't have the coating on there, and allows you to not have to wax or put a sealant on the vehicle for that time. And all it really requires is a thorough monthly wash to maintain that. So I'm going to apply the IDS to all the wheels, the paint, and the glass, and that's going to be the final step after I do the polishing. I'm going to see what I can do. I'll tape it up and section it off and show you the process, but I am going to get started right now. So here we go. All right, I'm about to clay bar this Maserati Ghibli, and got my ultra fine Japanese clay bar that I sell on detailjuice.com. This actually, I actually love this clay because it is more aggressive than it should be for being ultra fine, but it doesn't mar the paint, which is pretty awesome. I am going to be doing some paint correction to this Maserati. The plan is to cut it with Infinite Cut and then finish it with Infinite Finish, which has a priming catalyst essentially in it for the Infinite Diamond Shield application. It helps it to bond better. So in addition to giving it a fantastic shine. But I'm going to clay bar this Maserati, and I'm going to be using my Infinite Use Detail Juice. Let's spray some of that on there real quick and put you down. No, here we go. All right, cool. So I got the Infinite Use Detail Juice here. You put your clay bar down and you just rub it. I generally go in one direction as to not induce swirling marks if you do pick up any contaminants that are too large. And so I get questions pretty regularly from people who are just getting into polishing, and one of the biggest questions and biggest mistakes these guys are making is that they don't realize that they need to remove the contaminants from the paint prior to polishing. So this little tip is just well, look at there, it's not real bad at all, got some minor contamination. This little tip is to help any of you people who plan on polishing your vehicle by yourself, or any of you pro detailers that don't realize that you should be decontaminating the paint prior to polishing. You need to clay bar before you polish, seal, wax, whatever you're doing. So that's your answer. The reason that you want to remove all the contaminants that are bonded to the paint that don't come off in the wash is because some of that could be metal shards, like literally. If you don't remove that stuff and you go polishing on the paint, you're most likely going to pick that stuff up in the foam pad that you're using, or wool pad, or however you're buffing your car, and it's going to create more swirls and scratches, which is absolutely counterproductive. So definitely clay bar before you wax, seal, coat, polish, It should be I like to clay bar a minimum of 2 to 3 times a year. I mean, realistically, 3 times a year is not unrealistic. Keep it smooth, keep it protected, keep it looking awesome. So there's a little tip of the day on this Maserati Ghibli. All right, here we go. Finally gonna start putting a dent in this polishing. I actually got the car washed and deconned and dried off, and then I blew out the cracks and crevices. What I started with, though, so that I don't have to go back and deal with it, and so that I don't have to worry about the tires when I put the transformed dressing on the tires, is I went ahead and coated the wheel faces and the brake calipers with the Infinite Diamond Shield already. So those are done, those are curing. I also have put myself in a position to just get started with the polishing, and I noticed several things under the lights. It's got some pretty nasty etchings in it. You can see that. Those are all over the car. I won't bother taking you through each one. One of the other things that I saw, let me find them, some nasty, nasty scratches here. I don't know if I can get you those. Yeah, you can see those. See them? They're pretty deep. They're pretty nasty. But they're all over. All over. There's a big, big patch of them right there. It's all over the car. Another area that I noticed is pretty nasty is right here. It's been touched up as well with what looks to not be the correct touch-up paint. It also looks like it was sanded. There's some nasty scratches. I mean, it's all scratched up. There's horrible scratches here. Now let's get the light. Now this is just, I actually got this when I was in Australia about a year and a half ago. It's just an LED pin light with no diffuser, and with that, hopefully I can show you what it looks like. The paint right there, right here, so here has a bunch of pigtails from a DA sander. I don't know if you can, the metallic is, it's hard to see these things with the metallic, even with the light. There's some scratches, but there's pigtails right where the light is, all over the place, like a huge spot. Let's see if I can show you these scratches. Anyway, you can kind of see them. I'm having a hard time showing them with, well, you can see them. Lots of deep scratches all over the car. That is incredibly hazy. And so my job is to fix the haze, get rid of all these nasty swirl marks. God, I wish I could see that a little bit better. You can kind of see them. It's just, the light is awesome and I can see them. It's just hard to get that stuff on camera. Here we go. See how nasty it looks? There we go. There we go, you can see all that. Anyway, the whole car is riddled with swirl marks and scratches. See that? Not in awesome shape. However, Garry Dean is here, and that's what's important. It's a good shot right there to show you exactly how bad it is. Garry Dean to the rescue. That's how I roll. It's what I do, people. It's what I do, is fix trashed paint. So, Anyway, you have seen enough, and I am going to get started, so I'll be back. Alright, so this is pretty cool. All I have done is use my Infinite Cut with the Harbor Freight dual action polisher, which is how I roll generally, and the new Buff and Shine polishing pads, the new flat pads, and obviously that's the burgundy with Infinite Cut, and it is damn near flawless. Definitely got some deep scratches that didn't come right out, but the biggest concern was the swirl marks, and it knocked those out of the park. But the coolest part is intense gloss from Infinite Cut. That's Infinite Cut from DetailJuice.com. That is my cutting compound, and it left that finish behind. Boom, baby. Loving it. I still need to finish it with Infinite Finish. Imagine how glossy this thing's gonna look. So I taped up this rear door that's pretty hammered, I showed you earlier, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side of the hood, then I'll pull that tape and then show you just the 50-50 in the front. Oh yeah, it's insane the amount of gloss that I have on this side, and I haven't even done my final polishing yet. That's awesome. I was able to cut out all those nasty scratches too that were right here. Notice that that is crystal clear. Yeah, that's amazing. So I forgot to mention that I'm using Infinite Cut, but this is the tweaked version. Pretty excited about that. It finishes better and cuts better as well, obviously. So I'm using the Buff and Shine burgundy polishing pad. That's a 5.5 inch variety on my Buff and Shine backing plate with my Harbor Freight DA. It's working very, very well. Medium pressure, 2 to 3 passes per 2x2 foot section pass. So basically, I cut the hood in half and did the back half and then the front half. Now I'm going to proceed with that. And I went ahead and used some tape on the front door there, so I'll give you an idea of what that looks like on the 50-50. I got a little bit better lighting back there to show you that. I won't bother with the hood. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done now so I can shoot that section of the video, and then I will just start cranking. Alright, I told you I was going to do the other door, but I decided to do this one instead. See how crappy that looks? Boom, baby. Taking all the swirls out and making it look fantastic. That's how I roll. So, is it perfect? No. Are we looking to be perfect? No. Is perfection reality? No. My client's wife will be driving this car, and I would imagine she's going to use it like a car and drive it regularly. And even though my client he knows a lot about detailing, that's for sure. He just doesn't have a whole lot of time to deal with it, which is why he calls me. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for reality. Reality is keep the swirls gone, keep the clarity, and make it look awesome. So that's what we do. That's what I do. That's how I roll. That's what we do around here. So I'm gonna keep cranking at it and talk to you in a bit. Polishing the roof, and I noticed these nasty, nasty scratches. See all of them right there. I've already actually gone over those scratches with Infinite Cut. Let's see if I can get you a good angle. You can see them right there. And there's a whole line of them. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to hit them again with infinite cut with the intention of removing them. Oh, you can see them there. Now, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get that handled, and I'll show you. There's scratches like this all over the car, but these I could see really well, so I wanted to just point those out. We'll be right back, and they'll be gone. So all those scratches, gone. I used infinite cut from DetailJuice.com and a burgundy polishing pad from Buff and Shine on my Harbor Freight DA to handle those. Boom! Did notice some other random stuff. Not a whole lot I could do. I'm gonna probably just try to hand polish some of this, but it's got sanding pigtails all over the place. I do want to point out where I had the spot right here on the fender earlier with the pigtails all gone. It was right there. No more pigtails. I got all those handled with infinite cut. So I'm gonna keep on trucking. All right, so this is the IDS2 Infinite Diamond Shield application. This is a Buff and Shine applicator pad on the Harbor Freight DA. How I apply it, and you'll see I'll just go down the whole car, but just apply a few sprays to the hood, rub it in. Piece of cake, easy peasy, nothing to it. Now you just take a microfiber towel, go back around the car and smooth out any high spots. It's about a 2 to 3 hour cure time. You shouldn't have any hard time knocking down the high spots before it cures. I just got done wiping this engine bay down, looks awesome. Wiped it down with my Magnum motorcycle juice from DetailJuice.com and wipe the jam and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down so that I can move on. Another thing I'm about to start working on is trying to figure out how to get this, what looks to be spray paint, out of this car. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I'll see what I could do, try some stuff. It's scraping off, but I don't want to be too abrasive on it. You have to isolate. So when this trunk lid is shut, you don't see a whole lot of this trunk jam, but because I am the anal retentive person that I am, we went ahead and we polished the lip here, and then I also put the infinite diamond shield on the lip. It's pretty important. All right, no more what looked like spray paint. There's a few minor scratches, but it looks a lot better than a big wad of spray paint. But beyond that, you'll never see it in that spot. So boom, done. Well, as you saw before, the paint looks amazing. It is swirl free. Only thing left is some random isolated deeper scratches. I compounded with Infinite Cut and polished it with Infinite Finish, which has a priming catalyst built into it that makes the Infinite Diamond Shield bond better. I dressed the tires with my Transform dressing, mixed about 40% product, 60% water, and then wiped it on with a foam applicator. I did also clean the wheels very well, and I applied Infinite Diamond Shield to the brake calipers as well as the wheel faces. I got the carpeted fender wells cleaned really well. They were pretty nasty. I see some defects left on the car that just were too severe to start trying to remove. Like, those scratches are really, really nasty, and they're very close to an edge. And the closer the paint gets to an edge, the thinner it gets. So I don't want to worry about that. There are also some really nasty scratches right there. A few other areas that I saw. Overall, the car looks amazing. I mean, you can see all the incredible gloss. The wheels look awesome. I also went ahead and did a semi-full interior, cleaned the seats, conditioned them, carpets, interior windows, that kind of thing, door panels, got everything. Got the snot out of the interior from the dealer. Cleaned the door jambs out, put a sealant on all of them. So again, the wheels got the coating, the brake calipers got the coating. I put the Infinite Diamond Shield on all of the paint and all of the glass as well. I should have showed you these this pillar before I polished it. They were just hammered. They look pretty amazing now. Still some scratches in them. Again, you can go crazy, but sometimes the price and the customer's expectation and all that kind of stuff doesn't warrant it. On this particular job, it was more about the defects that I didn't bother taking care of were so severe that I would probably do more damage if I were to go ahead and fix those. So just giving it a quick wipe. I'm very happy with how this turned out. The paint looks amazing, especially compared to how it did when it got here. So you can't deny the gloss, that's for sure. Tips are nice and clean. I also I cleaned the engine bay. I showed you that. It wasn't dirty, so all I did was wipe it down and protect it with some Magnum motorcycle juice. Sunroof got the coating as well, so it got wash, decontamination. I used the perfect soap from DetailJuice.com to wash it. I did a traditional wash, and then I used my ultra-fine Japanese clay bar to clay and remove all the contaminants, which it wasn't too bad. And then as far as the cracks and crevices and the residual water I went ahead and blew all that out with the Blaster Sidekick. I love that little thing. And then just went to town with the Harbor Freight DA and the Burgundy polishing pad from Buff and Shine, the new low profile situation. And then after that, oh, that was with Infinite Cut. Then I actually used, I know it's crazy, the same polishing pad with Infinite Finish, and gave us this gloss we have, and then Infinite Diamond Shield went on after that. So where we're at. I'll show you real quick what it looks like in the LED light. I mean, looks pretty clear to me. This LED light is far better for this than the one I was using earlier. This is actually my $7 pin light that I got from Lowe's years ago. So, looks awesome. The metallic looks amazing. And this is where we're at. So, thank you so much for watching. If you got any questions, feel free to just, you can call my cell phone number, 813-846-4406. If you're a detailer who wants to learn more about how that you can improve your business, check out rawdetailtv.com. I am doing free subscriptions to that now. If you spend $300 or more on detailjuice.com buying product, then I will give you a free 1-year subscription to rawdetailtv.com. Big things coming to detailjuice.com. New bottles, new labels, lots of new cool stuff. So check it out. If you got any questions, let me know. 813-846-4406. That's my cell phone number. Who does that? This guy. Or if you want your car detailed or some polishing done, give me a call as well. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.